Hello, how you doing? My name's Georgina, and you can find me at newthinking.nl.com, whichever. Alright, so I want to share with you this story about this beautiful, beautiful man that I met many years ago now. I met him when I went to take singing classes with him. So he was my teacher. And through learning with him, studying with him, and we were living in the same city, and we discovered we both like movies, and so we started going to the cinema together. We like art house, strange, interesting international movies. And so slowly but surely we grew into friends, and I can say he's still in many ways my teacher, and more so, he is one of the beautiful souls that I love deeply in my life. And this beautiful man, and you know who you are, this beautiful man, he taught me a lot about flirting. Yes, that's what I said, flirting. And it is not exactly that he taught me, okay, you have to flick your hair and you have to look a certain way and blah, blah, blah. No, none of that. He taught me to change my perspective on flirting. And so it was really interesting when he first started talking to me about this, because I really didn't get it. I thought, well, flirting is flirting, and the goal of flirting is really to kind of, get laid or get a date, or anyway, in some shape or form to score. And he said, well, actually, is it? So what is flirting really in its essence? And I think that what I learned from him, and from then looking deeper into this subject, is that flirting is nothing other than opening yourself up and creating an easy, a light, a kind of bubbly pathway for two people to connect. Or maybe not just two people, because this was my singing teacher, and so this is also about performance. When you're in front of an audience, if you use a little flirtatious energy, then what you're doing is making yourself more approachable, more available, and you're kind of opening up your little gates, and you're taking the safety goggles off, and you're just diving in and saying, here I am, and please connect to me, and show me your beauty, and I want to hear your story, and I'm curious about you. And you do that through opening yourself and showing yourself. And this is where a lot of shit will come up with people. I'm sorry, I use the words. I'll just say it. Shit. And that shit is generally people's insecurities, people's beliefs about themselves that will get in the way. The belief that they're not good enough, that they have very little to offer. The belief that maybe you will get rejected. This is a fear, and I know it's a real fear, and it's painful when you get rejected, but hey ho, life happens, and people are going to reject you, and other people are going to embrace you. And you're going to miss out on those people that are going to embrace you if you don't kind of challenge yourself and give yourself even the opportunity to embrace the others, and to open up and to play a little. Because I think one of the key elements of flirtation is being playful and having some fun with it, and being a bit more lighthearted about it, and not particularly being extremely goal-oriented. If you can just say to yourself, this is my intention today, I'm going to be open to meeting other people, and I'm going to have some fun with that, and I'm going to engage, and I'm going to be curious about them, it really gets a response. People love it, and they're a bit taken back sometimes. People will be a bit maybe think, what's behind that, and is it real, and all of that kind of bollocks. And it's fair enough. That's their shit to deal with, and it's not yours. You know what your intention is, and as long as you're clear about that, then it's okay for them to respond as they do. But you will see that if you apply this on a more regular basis, is that you will suddenly open up this whole space of possibility. And I'm not saying opportunity, I'm saying possibility. And the possibility of a conversation happening, of somebody giving you a great tip, or somebody just giving that bit of affirmation and a thumbs up. I had a fabulous story. I was in the gym the other day, and I was, music on, doing my thing, and I don't really engage when I'm in the gym. And part of that is because I just want to be focused and not spend hours there, and I just want to do my program. But the other thing is that I still feel a bit insecure. I still feel like, oh God, here's the fat chick, doing all the sporty stuff. And there's other people there that are really, really impressive. And so I feel a bit, sorry, can I actually do that and take this machine now? And all that silly stuff. And I was at this big, heavy lifting thing, and there was a woman right across from me. And as I was taking a breather in between sets, we locked eyes, and she gave me the biggest smile of encouragement, of just acknowledging that I was there, that we were both doing our thing, and I loved it. She was flirting with me, and I thought, shit, yes, it's true. We're just all here doing our thing, and she's just acknowledging me and saying, hey ho, good for you girl, do it. And later on in the day, when I was doing my battle ropes, she was somewhere across the gym, but she came up and she went, whoa, great sound, whoo, strong girl, and she was such a trooper, such a supporter. And in this case, it was her doing the flirting and me feeling the effects of that. And no, she wasn't flirting to pick me up. No, she wasn't flirting to, even with the purpose of helping me get rid of my insecurity. She was just really happy and joyful and a real supporter. And I thought, what a wonderful example of somebody who knows what the power of flirtation can be. And so I was just, I'm just being sidetracked by this beautiful story because this woman touched me. And now, and I realized this, as I sit there in the gym, I sometimes just look at people and we make a little eye contact. And you just share a smile as you do your thing, and you're all knowing, everybody knows that we're going to be sweating and looking, not our best with our hair up and sweating and clothes sticking to our bodies and all that. And it's okay. We're just we're doing something that really makes you happy. And so all of that just to help you understand that it can be in a completely non-sexual, non-sensual, non-erotic, or even goal-oriented way. So that's why I wanted to give you that example. Flirtation. Why don't you just try it? When you go out today, or maybe you're already out somewhere, if you're on public transport, I love public transport. Public transport is a beautiful place to practice your flirting skills. And it can be as simple as eye contact, as a little smile, as perhaps allowing somebody to exit the bus or tram or train, whatever you're on, before you do. And while you do that, you just acknowledge them and give them a little smile. When you sit next to somebody, you're going to be in their personal space. It's kind of crowded and busy. And so why not lighten that up a bit with a little humor, a little, acknowledgement and a nod. And all of that starts with you setting your intention, with you opening up to a bit of playfulness, a bit of lightheartedness, and also with you being open to any kind of response, with you being curious about the other person, with you being the softer version of you. And I know you have that in you. We all have that in you. And it's not that you need to be soft, but just kind. I like the word kind. So find your kindness and say, okay, I'm going to embrace that. And that's how I'm going to present myself. And that's not fake. That's just tapping into what's already available for you. So, okay, that was my bit about flirtation. I keep going on and on and on. I'm going to stop now and I'll leave you to it. Have a fantastic day and I'll see you again soon. Take care and remember newthinking.nl. Bye-bye.